is ANN News Brief.
Sudan and Israel have normalized relations after decades of hostilities. The Sudan said it will discuss agreement to cooperate on trade and migration issues in the coming weeks. Israel has also said it will send $5 million worth of wheat to its new friend, Sudan, as it faces a nationwide food crisis. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said on Twitter that it will also assist Sudan's transition to democracy. Sudan is the latest in a series of Arab League countries to normalize relations with Israel. Meanwhile, the U.S. President Donald Trump is moving to remove Sudan from list of state sponsors of terrorism. Sudan is in transition from the military dictatorship of its former leader, Omar al-Bashir. Following the crisis during the #EndSARS protests, Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has appealed for peace as inquiry into the shooting at Lekki toll gate begins. A judicial panel has been set up to investigate police abuses in Lagos. The panel has begun sittings today, Monday. Lagos and some other states in the country have set up panels and have asked the general public to submit complaints. The investigative panel was one of the demands of the EndSARS protesters. They said authorities must hold accountable police officers accused of brutality and human rights abuses. EndSARS protesters also want victims of police brutality or their relatives to be compensated by the government. President Buhari said in a tweet the inquiry had his full support. A statement from his office said the president had all along avoided going into a debate about the shootings in Lekki toll gate until all the facts are established. President Buhari said 69 persons were killed during the protests, including 51 civilians. We'll be right back.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow the story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit.
Authorities in Ethiopia say people can be jailed for up to 2 years if they deliberately violate restrictions aimed at curbing the spread of COVID-19. The nation's health ministry has recorded more than 91,000 coronavirus cases, including 1,384 deaths. 44,500 patients are reported to have recovered so far. The Attorney General's office said the imprisonment term has become necessary amid concern that citizens are becoming lax after a state of emergency was lifted. COVID-19 restrictions prohibit handshaking, not wearing a face mask in public, sitting more than 3 persons at a table, or not keeping 6 feet apart. Health Minister Leah Tadesse tweeted on Thursday that if people do not care about the measures, that will cause a possible increase in the spread of the disease, and COVID-19 might be a threat to the nation. That is ANN News Brief at 11. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.